He was the kind of man who thought he had everything: a mansion, a fortune, a company that people admired, and a social circle that feared him. Daniel was a CEO who believed nothing could shake his world. But that night, inside a glittering ballroom filled with music, laughter, and flashing lights, his world shattered in seconds. The host announced the arrival of a special guest. Daniel turned, half bored, expecting another socialite. But when the doors opened, his breath caught in his chest. Emma, his ex-wife. Her hair flowed over her shoulders, her eyes shining with a confidence he had never seen before. The crowd seemed to pause as she entered, as though time itself respected her presence. But what froze Daniel wasn't Emma alone. It was the two children holding her hands, the boy's jawline, the girl's smile, the unmistakable shape of their eyes. They looked exactly like him. Daniel's hands trembled. His glass slipped slightly, spilling champagne on his suit. His mind raced. Could it be? No, it couldn't. He wanted to look away, but his heart wouldn't let him. Memories stabbed his mind. Years ago, when he was married to Emma, he had been proud, arrogant, and blind. She had begged him to give her time, to start a family when they were ready. But Daniel was too busy chasing power and image. He mocked her dreams. He controlled her life. And finally, in one brutal fight, he told her, "You're nothing without me. Get out." She left, and he never saw her again. Until now. The ballroom buzzed as Emma mingled gracefully. Daniel's eyes never left the children. His chest ached. He stumbled forward, unable to stay away. The crowd fell silent as the powerful CEO stood face to face with the woman he once destroyed. "Emma!" His voice cracked. Who are they?" Emma's eyes flickered. Calm, strong. Her hand tightened around the children. She smiled faintly and said, "They are my children, Daniel." The words hit him like thunder. My children, not ours, just hers. He wanted to scream, "They're mine too!" But guilt clamped his throat shut. One of the kids, the little girl, tugged on Emma's dress and asked, "Mommy, why is that man staring at us?" The room filled with whispers. Daniel's face turned pale. He forced a smile, but inside he was drowning. Emma excused herself from the crowd and walked toward the garden with the kids. Daniel followed, his heart pounding. Outside, under the glowing lights, he finally spoke. "Emma, why didn't you tell me?" Emma turned slowly, her eyes shining with unshed tears. "Tell you? You never listened, Daniel. You only cared about yourself, your company, your image. I was invisible to you. Do you think I would let my children grow up feeling the same way?" Her words cut deeper than any knife. Daniel staggered back, gripping the railing. "They're mine, aren't they?" he whispered desperately. Emma didn't answer. She only looked at him with eyes that said more than words ever could. And for Daniel, that silence was the loudest scream. The children laughed, chasing each other in the garden. Their laughter pierced his heart. They had his blood, his face, his spirit, but not his name, not his love. Daniel pleaded, "Please, Emma, I can fix this. I can take care of you all. Let me try again." Emma shook her head firmly. "You don't understand. I don't need your money. They don't need a CEO for a father. They need love, and that's something you never gave me." Tears welled up in Daniel's eyes, tears he hadn't shed in decades. He had conquered markets, crushed competitors, and built an empire. But tonight, he realized he had lost the only thing that truly mattered. As the party drew to a close, Emma held her children's hands and walked away. Daniel stood rooted, his chest hollow. The crowd cheered for Emma as if she were the true star of the night. Cameras flashed on her, not on him. For the first time, the mighty CEO wasn't the center of attention. He was just a shadow watching the family he could have had, slipping away forever. He whispered to himself, his voice breaking, "They looked just like me. But they will never call me father." And that night, Daniel learned the cruelest truth. Money can buy everything, except the love of the ones you've lost.